Shocking details have emerged from Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. 6 children have died in Madhya Pradesh's Chhindwara district after taking contaminated cough syrup. District authorities have swung into action now, ordering chemists to stop the sale of 2 syrups, Coldrif and Nextro-DS, after lab tests have confirmed toxic contamination that may have caused kidney failure in children. Families had no idea that the syrup was the culprit. In fact, parents thought their children were down with seasonal flu and gave the medicine as prescribed by doctors. But soon after, children developed high fever and cold, difficulty in urinating. They were rushed to hospitals. None of them could be saved. The same deadly pattern repeated across all 6 deaths in the last month in Madhya Pradesh. Now, the contaminant that was found in the cough syrup is diethylene glycol. The contaminant that was found is diethylene glycol, which is DEG, an industrial solvent used in paints, in inks, even brake fluids. Experts warn that DEG often sneaks in as a contaminant in glycerine, a sweetener used in oral syrups. Even a small dose can irreversibly damage kidneys and liver. Now, this isn't just in Madhya Pradesh. In Rajasthan, in the most recent case, cough syrup manufactured by Kaison Pharma for the state government, distributed by the state government of Rajasthan, has killed 2 children and at least 10 of them are currently critically ill. In a shocking case, the doctor who said that the cough syrup is absolutely fine, drank just to prove it's safe, he fell sick and fell unconscious. He fainted after 8 hours, the doctor. And even an ambulance driver has fallen sick after consuming that cough syrup. Now, the Rajasthan government has also cracked down and stopped all supplies of the cough syrup that was initially distributed by the government. In Madhya Pradesh, Chhindwara collector has banned these syrups. Health teams are currently going door to door and ensuring the state authorities are recalling all suspected batches of this cough syrup. But grieving families say that action has come too late. 6 deaths in Madhya Pradesh, 2 in Rajasthan, 10 critically ill in Rajasthan at this point. This is part of a deadly pattern because in 2023 itself, this was flagged off. Indian-made cough syrups laced with DEG contaminant killed at least 141 children. And worldwide, a lot more because Indian pharmaceutical companies have supplied these generics to many countries across the globe. In fact, this was also the reason attributed to 66 deaths in Africa among children. Uzbekistan, Gambia, Nepal, they've all banned some of these Indian pharmaceutical companies who are supplying these very cough syrups. So alarm has been raised even in the United States. A case has also been filed on an Indian pharmaceutical company for supplying contaminated generics of this kind. The tragedy, of course, in Madhya Pradesh is not just about the 6 children, but it's also about poisonous medicine that goes unchecked and slips through our India's drug regulator, raising tough questions about oversight, quality checks, accountability. Let me bring in Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, who is the chairperson of Nephron Clinic, to give us a little sense on how this has happened, how this still continues. Sanjeev Bagai, Doctor, 2 years on, 2023, when this was flagged off, to now 2025, it seems like the contaminated batch is still in supply. And you have these people who are largely marginalized section of the society who are receiving these cough syrups. And in Rajasthan, in that case particularly, recently made cough syrups are contaminated and it's killed 2 people, 10 are ill. And it has been sent out by the government. It's shocking the kind of oversight we see here.
Good evening. It's extremely unfortunate to lose the life of innocent small children, and my prayers for the grieving families. Now, this particular toxin, which is a contaminant called as ethylene glycol or diethylene glycol, is a common contaminant in glycerine or glycerol, which is an additive to thicken the fluid solution as far as a cough syrup is concerned. So obviously, if it is there in a higher amount, because the window of safety is very narrow, then this thing is a toxin and it can be lethal. Now, this is very quickly absorbed. Within 20 to 30 minutes, it enters your bloodstream from your intestines. It is very poorly excreted. That means it's basically absorbed in the body, stored in the body, and it harms almost 8 or 9 different organs. But it is mainly the kidneys which have an effect. It goes through 3 phases. The stage 1 is when your child has nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, cramps, hallucinations. Stage 2, within 12 hours, the child goes into acidosis. That means you're producing more amount of metabolic waste in the body. And 3 is when your kidneys shut down. And this is what is called as nephrotoxic. Now, diethylene glycol or ethylene glycol forms after metabolization what we call as oxalic acid. It forms crystals in the kidneys and it blocks your tubules. That means your kidney can no longer function or filter. So the urine stops, means death. In these children, especially when you are looking at a rampant use of this syrup, perhaps many more would have actually consumed it. So the first step is, of course, to check not only this batch, but all batches of the cough syrups in the given area. Check what the level is, check what the contaminant is. 3 is to have a formal autopsy on the bodies, check the levels in the body, and of course, a renal biopsy or a kidney biopsy will prove without doubt that there is a contamination or not. But this is a learning lesson.
Yeah.
You cannot have these kind of oversights. It's a systemic failure of processes. Most important, we had the same discussion 2 to 3 years back in 2022-23 when certain batches of cough syrups contaminated. If India has to maintain the image of being the pharma capital of the world, the vaccine capital of the world, we are supplying more than 60% of the world supplies in pharma. We must maintain international governance and standards, quality control and standardization.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, for your expertise on that. I really appreciate you joining us.